If you're holding your life together but feel constantly drained, this video is for you. What's exhausting you isn't responsibility. It's the power you're performing instead of the power you're embodying. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stop doing so real authority can finally settle in your life. There's a kind of power that looks convincing, but slowly empties a man. The posture, the confidence displays, the competence theatre, the need to be seen as solid. This isn't strength, it's performance. And performance always leaks, because anything that needs to be maintained collapses the moment pressure arrives. Men perform power when they don't trust their center. So behavior becomes loud. Explanations get longer. Boundaries, well, they turn into speeches. Calmness becomes something you hold instead of something you are. And you can see this everywhere. Men who dominate conversations, men who over-explain their decisions, men who stay agreeable while bracing themselves internally, saying yes and resenting it later. This isn't confidence. It's insecurity trying to stabilize itself through perception. And it works for some time until it just doesn't anymore. This is the part most men get completely wrong, because they think the solution is better performance, stronger delivery, sharper boundaries, more confidence. But pressure doesn't test how well you perform. It tests whether you can remain yourself without effort, without caring how you're being perceived. Every culture warns about false power. Men who rule loudly. Men who need to be seen. Men whose authority collapses the moment loyalty costs them something. Real authority has always been earned away from attention, in repetition, in refusal, in restraint, where there are no witnesses, no applause, because what survives pressure is never built in public, even though later it's seen in the public eye. Performance says, "Watch me." Presence says, "I am here." Performance reacts. Presence responds. Performance needs validation. Presence creates gravity. That is why grounded men speak less and are felt more. They don't convince. They decide, not because they're dominant, but because nothing in them is split. Men are taught to build an image before building a backbone. Optics before alignment. Confidence before integrity. Projection instead of stability. But the world doesn't test men through praise. It tests them through friction. And friction always exposes performance. That's why collapse often comes after insight, after growth, after rebuilding. Because calm is easy, contact is not. Real power This is built when behaviors matches belief. Discipline outpaces mood. Boundaries hold when they cost you. Your no is clean. Your yes is rare. This doesn't look dramatic. It looks like leaving rooms without explanation. Letting approval fall away. Choosing alignment over choosing belonging. And again, not arrogance or dominance, congruence. And congruence changes how the world treats you. A man who hasn't based his whole life on performance can very easily sit in silence without reaching for the next thing. Very easily lose approval without collapsing. Very easily hold conflict without escalation. This isn't personality, it's training. When the body stops signaling negotiation, authority appears on its own. Not loudly, not aggressively, automatically, in and of itself. And here is the paradox. When you stop performing power, people feel you more. Some test you less. Some test you even harder. And both matter. Performance attracts challenges. Presence attracts respect. And this is where many men retreat. Not because they're weak, but because real power costs them something. The need to be liked. The urge to explain. The habit of self-betrayal. The risk is not being seen as weak. The risk is living your entire life exhausted by an identity you're maintaining. Nothing dramatic happens. Years pass, you're still respected, still functioning, still tired. Men don't burn out from responsibility. They burn out from pretending, from playing the societal game, from trying to hold up the house of cards. When this video ends, notice one place today where you explain instead of stand in your center. Remove that explanation, hold that line, then watch the next video, because this is not finished. This is a practice. This is where power stops leaking.